What's going on, gaming world? Super Otaku Kami coming to you with some exciting review of the PlayStation event. A lot went down, and the two things that everybody was waiting for were displayed. The price, digital will be $3.99, and the disc drive version will be $4.99. I was really hoping that they were going to be a little, what do you call it? It's petty, but Price is Right petty. It would have been $4.98.99. I think that would have been pretty funny. But I guess they want that dollar. the, the digital seems the way to go, especially for me personally. You get some really good sales with discs. I have to say that, especially on new games, and you get the ability to trade and sell when you have a physical copy. So those advantages still hold over, going 100% digital. But that $100, just especially right now, it's worth saving it. And hopefully we get better digital deals that they're doing this. So we'll see what comes as the years go on, with now a digital version and a disc version starting off the generation right off the rip. And I would like to compare it to the Xbox, but I really haven't been paying attention to the Xbox. So I'll just leave that where it's at. And, but yeah, that was the two things everybody want. And the release date, November 12th, and then November 19th for the rest of the world. And there's been a lot of articles, or maybe it's just the same article I keep on seeing getting shared, saying that they're gonna be not having as many consoles at launch. So I really want to see how that plays out, if it's true. And I'm really interested in seeing how the pre-order works, where they have had us enter our gamer tag to sign up for a pre-order, and then we're going to get picked. I hope that is a way to avoid scalpers. It seems like it's a really good model, and I like the model because if they look at my gamer tag, they'll see I've had it since PlayStation 3. So I'm not gonna go out, get 1, 2, 3 consoles and then try to resell them. Should be very obvious that I am getting the console to own, to play, and to be a player in their community. So I hope that was the reason for them having us ask for a spot to pre-order. I hope that's the reason. I hope I get picked. And and I was a little kind of disappointed in no kind of how is it, payments or something like that. Like, Xbox is really definitely has a new model, and they're really trying to be very subscription based, meaning you can get your Xbox and you can pay for it by doing payment installments and stuff like that. So they're looking at different ways to approach gamers, and I think they have a very economy friendly setup right now with Game Pass Ultimate, and then a way for you to make payments on your system. I just think they can get to a lot of low income families, especially like single mothers and stuff like that have kids and want to have a system for their kid, but they can't just come out $300, $500 out of pocket and then $60 a pop a game, but where they can come out, say $40 a month, and that's over 100 games and the system. And I think that's a really good approach on Xbox side. But PlayStation, I think, is definitely playing more to the hardcore gamers, and just saying, hey, you get it. You get a credit card, blah blah blah. There's other ways to get it, but I would like to see them venture into a little bit more things, like not exactly Game Pass, but just something like PS Now was kind of cool, and I loved that later in the PS4 life that the price went down. But I don't know. I guess it was just a little too late. There wasn't a lot of titles that just were like coming out, and as soon as it came out, it was coming through to the PS Now. I'd never seen that. It could have. I just never seen it. But talking all that, let's talk about the PlayStation Plus collection. That was super cool, and it kind of gives us a little hope of them trying to bring over a library to the PS5 right away, because it's going to be available at launch, and there's definitely some games in there that I didn't own that would be cool, that if I get it at launch, that I can have access to play them. But it still leaves out the fact of I have 100 plus games on my PlayStation 4, and it's just a little nerve-wracking that cannot migrate over to the PS5. And I know a lot of people, you might be wondering, do you have to pay extra for the PlayStation Collection? But the PlayStation blog officially announced shortly after the event today. I'll just read it for you. It says, for PlayStation Plus members, we'll have a special new offering on PlayStation 5. The PlayStation Plus Collection. PlayStation 5 owners with PlayStation Plus will be able to download and play a curated library of PS4 games that define the generation. The PlayStation Plus Collection will be an added benefit to the existing PS4 benefits that PS Plus members receive for a single subscription price. To me, that just says it's going to be added on, no extra charge. So it looks like as soon as you get it, you got the collection, which is pretty sweet. But like I said, does that cut out any free games at launch? Can we see some indie games, one or two games that they want to introduce along with the system, like they did with the PlayStation 4? And still does not talk about our library carrying over, which is still a little upsetting, because PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4 library just sat on PlayStation 3. Now we're doing it again, where we just have a library of digital games that are not coming over, and it's just a little upsetting. I just don't understand why they won't let us carry over our libraries. Because one, it'll be sick, and we'll have a lot of games, and two, it'll just make us all happy. But moving on, that was, I think, the PlayStation Collection was definitely a bonus. I don't think anybody was expecting that, but I do like they're making an attempt to give us a PS4 library on the PS5. So I think that was great. But the two biggest questions, like I said, release date, November 12th, and prices, $499 for PlayStation 5 with the disc drive, and then $399 for the digital version. Biggest things I think everybody wanted, plus the games, obviously. So we're going to start off, and I'm going to do this pretty much in order of how the games came out. And the first things first they came out with was Final Fantasy 16. This game looked amazing. No release date. So I am going to guess 2022, 2023, just being fair. But it is a console exclusive outside of it going to PC. That's really cool, because it seems like Square Enix is kind of going back to being a Sony only, exclusive for the Final Fantasies, and I really look forward to it. I think that's really cool. I hope. This is how I feel, and I'm not a developer, so I don't know exactly how all this works. But I always feel when games are exclusive to a console and then kind of port over to PC, I feel like those games play so much better because they just focus on that one hardware. They don't have to code something multiple times in different ways to work with different things. And I always feel like, and even with Xbox exclusive games, I just feel like exclusive games always play a bit better, have less bugs, and they're just usually the games that are like game of the year, games that really innovate and push the boundaries. And so I'm really excited to see Final Fantasy 16 be exclusive. And definitely want to see how it all plays out. The summonings look amazing. The gameplay looks amazing. I mean, there was nothing wrong looking with that game. So I wish they had a release date, but it definitely is. Just it being exclusive made it a system seller, and really definitely should have everybody hyped. After that, they showed Spider-Man Miles Morales. It's not a full game. It is an add-on to the Spider-Man game, and I believe they didn't say it in this event, but if you get it, I think you get the Spider-Man game that came out for the PlayStation 4 for free. So you're pretty much getting a full game plus DLC, and I don't know if you get all the DLC that came with Spider-Man. So that would be interesting to see how that plays out if you get the DLC plus the game and then plus the Miles Morales. And if so, and if it's $60, that's a great deal. But it looks great. It's a launch title. I love how they did Miles Morales' powers. Him turning invisible, him doing all the venom shocks and everything, showing off his strength in that clip of him rescuing the civilians on the bridge. It looks really cool. The Tinkerer looks really cool. I like that they made him female, made him not just like this minion guy, but she's out on the field, fight, has equipment and stuff. She looks really cool. So I like their twist on that. And I don't know, could be a female and can be like that in Ultimate Comics. I never actually came across Tinkerer that I can remember reading Ultimate Spider-Man or Miles Morales Spider-Man. So I might have came across her before, but I just can't remember off the top of my head. But no matter what, it's a great game. Definitely a system seller, especially if you have not completed or played Spider-Man. I have not completed Spider-Man on PS4, so I'm actually really looking forward to this game, especially by playing it enhanced on PS5 if I don't beat it before this comes out. And play the DLC, and then play Miles Morales for the year after. Should be really cool, and I really just want to get my hands on Miles Morales. Great character, and I just want to turn invisible and venom shock people. Like, come on. And I want to see the enhancements. It's a lot of cool stuff. Like, will he get different suits, and just a lot to see what they do, and to see if they bring any of his I think they already showed one of his supporting cast characters, but see who they bring in from his realm into the game. And then right after that, there was the Hogwarts Legacy. Comes out next year. I am really, really interested in this game, and because it raised a few questions for me. Is it going to be multiplayer? Because it would be really cool if it's 2 or 3 player multiplayer. You have a team, you have different spells, different classes and stuff like that. I really want to see how they do the animal raising. Like, I feel like they can kind of take a bunch of games and put it into one. I like to see how you learn new spells, how they level up. Just a lot of questions of the character development for this game, which make me super interested in it. And I really can see me getting this game when it comes out right away, because it just looks like it can be a ton of fun and keep me playing for a long time. So definitely interested to see when that comes out next year. I'm gonna guess fall. Just seems like a more Halloweenish time for that game to come out. And if they come out with a Magical Beast, I think it is, or the movies that they're coming out now of like before Harry Potter. So I like to see when that drops. Like I said, I think it will be fall time. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I'm never really too interested in Call of Duty games anymore, but I can say that the campaign looks interesting. It was, how can I say, it just looked fun. Best way to put it. But I can tell you this, I refuse to pay more than $30 for a Call of Duty game. I actually, $30 usually seems too steep for me. Like $25 is my price for a Call of Duty game. I don't know. They don't do it for me. I can't remember. I think it was a Black Ops game that was the last one I bought. I can't even tell you the last one I bought. I just lost a lot of interest in Call of Duty games. And like I said, $25, maybe $30 around Christmas if it's on sale. I'll pick it up just to play the campaign. That's the thing. I just really want to get for the campaign because the campaign looked cool. Not really interested in the online. Maybe I'll change over time, but right now, if it's on sale at a good price, I'll get it so I can experience the campaign. Outside of that, not too interested. And right after that, they had Resident Evil Village. Comes out next year, and I love Resident Evil, but it really is upsetting me that they keep on just giving us these no gameplay trailers. Don't know if the game is first person unless I missed a trailer that has shown any gameplay. We don't know who the character is. They keep on saying Chris, but are we playing as Chris, Claire, new character? Have no idea. Does look creepy, does look like it's gonna be scary, but it just has a lot of questions around it still, and I would like to know what to expect. Is it gonna be survivor horror? Is it gonna be actiony? Is it gonna be VR enabled again? Just, they're not giving much besides these weird trailers of telling a story. But I want to know. Me personally, I don't like it. Show me gameplay. And I felt like this was the first game out of all the games they showed that did not show gameplay. And it's a little upsetting because they were on a good track of giving us gameplay, and then they just took that away with Resident Evil 8 Village. But yeah. Or is it? Yeah, I think it's 8. But then after that, there was Deathloop. Deathloop looks like a really cool game. It should be coming out summertime of next year. And I really look forward to this game because it just looks like it gives you some good replay value. Because it looks like you're on the island. You gotta kill all those guys. But I doubt you'll start in the same place every time. So you'll get a new experience every time. And I wonder if, will a character that you're trying to kill be doing something different? How they showed, like, the doctor, he wasn't going to the party because he was trying to make this invention that he came upon. Now, would that just be one scenario, and then in another scenario, he's, like, maybe going to the party? It's like, where you don't have to force him to go to the party. And so I really want to see how they go about that game. I think it has a lot of replay value from a one player perspective, and then I want to see if they do anything multiplayer, because the gameplay looks really cool. I like the teleportation, pulling people, flinging them around. Looks really cool. And then will they have a one versus all where you're the character, and then you're trying to kill 8 humans, and they're trying to stop you from killing them, and then a human NPC mode. Basically, some games have had this in the past where you're either like a zombie. In this case, you'll be just one of the henchmen, but you can like turn it on and you really don't know if there's a human in there. Someone can just go in and try to kill you, and you'll just figure it out when they're a little harder to kill and just not acting like an NPC. So I think that could be really cool for that game if they don't do a one versus all, or if they just throw it all in there. But it looks like a really exciting game and a lot of single player replay value. So that is definitely a game to look out for if first person shooters are something of your style. But I'm definitely looking forward to Deathloop. I think it would be a good game. Then after that was Devil May Cry 5 Special. You can play as Virgil. I've not played the game fully through. I literally probably played the first 30 minutes. So I don't know all the playable characters and how the game really worked, to be honest with you. I mean, outside of it being a Devil May Cry game, I just, how the players worked, how they leveled up, stuff like that. So I think being able to play as Virgil will be really cool. And if there's more playable characters as usual, that'll be really cool. And it's a launch game, and I wonder if that will fall under collections or if it will be like a special price, like $40 or something like that. Probably $60. Let's be real, because if you're going out to buy a system day one, they're gonna expect you want to spend some more money, so they might try to drain your pocket a little bit more for that 60. But if you're a Devil May Cry fan, and especially if you've not played Devil May Cry 5, this is probably definitely a good addition for your library, especially if they have DLC in the game, like if it's a Game of the Year type edition thing. So if you get bonus characters plus all the DLC, definitely a good value, especially if you're a Devil May Cry fan. Then Oddworld Soulstorm. I can't say I've ever played an Oddworld game, and it looks cool. I like the fact that you're trying to help your people, and it looks like they can give you powers, and you can do all their little stuff. I guess that's why the Soulstorm is probably like you can reach place, take their souls to power up and open doors and things like that. So looks like a cool game. Definitely a sale purchase for me, or if we have free games for PS Plus, that'll be like a game that goes on PS Plus. And I'm like, oh man, this game's amazing. Wish I bought it, but not really. But yeah, it looks like a really fun game, but it just doesn't look like the game I would buy to enjoy. But if I got it for free, if I got it for like really cheap, I would get it and probably really enjoy it. So but if Oddworld is your thing, if you've been playing all the games throughout its franchise, probably looks like a day one purchase for you if you're that person. And it looks fun. I'm not gonna say it doesn't look fun. It looks like an interesting game. It looks like a fun game. So definitely good to see that coming. And I forgot to note if it was coming out this year or next year. Either way, when it comes out, it looks like it'll be a fun title and a definitely very enjoyable game. Then Five Nights at Freddy Security Breach. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I never knew what Five Nights at Freddy was. I always seen the toys and stuff at GameStop and everything. I thought it was some kind of like internet thing or Adult Swim cartoon. I had no idea what it was. I did not know it was a video game, to be honest with you. And I was considering looking it up before I did this video, and I just was like, you know what? Really don't have interest, but if I was to look it up and be like, oh man, this looks enjoyable, kind of wish I did, but I didn't. So if you guys like Five Nights at Freddy, cool. I guess be excited that it's coming, and hopefully you guys can enjoy it. And then after that, we had Demon Souls, and that game looks really, really cool. I have never played a Dark Soul game. I don't know, just it's definitely, I like that type of stuff, but and I do like hard games because I like the challenge. But I've just never gotten one. I guess that's the best way to put it. And my roommate is killing me right now because I know he can hear me making this video, and he decided to vacuum. Like, why? Um, but this game looks really cool. I actually had a friend that is working on this game, and he couldn't say nothing until they revealed it, I believe, like in the E3 trailers earlier this year, so he could finally say what he was working on. And so that's really cool. Definitely always try to support games he has worked on. But I actually think this may be my first Souls game, because it looks really cool. The graphics look amazing. I know it's a remake, and I never played Demon Souls, the first one. I didn't even know Demon Souls was a game before I seen this game. But yeah, I can definitely see me getting this game and enjoying it. The boss fights, I guess you would say, look really cool. I like the combat, looks really cool. And like I said, I never played a Souls game, so I really don't know how they work outside of like if you die you lose everything, or you lose like a certain amount. I don't even know. Like I said, I don't totally know, but I think this could be my first game into this series of games, and could get me hooked because they look really good. The last game that they showed as a teaser was God of War next year. So if you really need a game, be like, I'm just not really getting hooked. They're not reaching out to me. I don't know a PlayStation player that doesn't like God of War. And the last one was amazing. And to know that they're coming out with another one, and next year after the system comes out, just lets you know they're just coming out swinging. And I am super excited that it comes out next year. I'm gonna guess holiday season, and I look forward to it. And I kind of hope they do hold off on the gameplay a bit, because I think the gameplay could limit if it's going to be a 2-part series. Who are we playing as? Are we playing as his son, or are we playing as Kratos again? Because, they could reverse it, do a whole situation like the recent Last of Us. So I'm really interested to see what they do with God of War next year, Ragnarok at that. And really look forward to it. And I want to see what they do, because if I can't get this November 12th, the PlayStation 5, I'm gonna want to get it before this game comes out, or when this game comes out. And they have more than enough titles to make me want to get this at launch, especially with the PlayStation Collection coming out. So they are really going out and giving you stuff to play as soon as you get the system, and stuff coming out really soon, within a year of the system coming out. A nice lineup of games. And it really reminds me of Nintendo Switch. They came out and they just were like, every month was dropping a great title, be it a remix game, or a remastered game, or a new title. And it looks like PlayStation is really following that model. Like, come out, have a nice core of games right from the start, and then just keep on just hitting us as it goes through, keep us wanting more, and just giving us a great variety. And that's why I hope we see a little bit more indie games, because a lot of PlayStation indie games from PlayStation 4 I really, really enjoyed. And there was a lot of games that I was looking forward to that were indie games, be it PlayStation Plus free games or just, you know, 20, 15, $10 games that were very enjoyable. And I would like to see them do a little bit more of that. And I wish they, you know, and I want to see if they keep that trend going. Because they had games like Transistor. And I would like to see him answer to Ori and the Blind Forest. Ori is a great title. And off the top of my head, I can't really think of a game like that PlayStation had. Just like the combination of great gameplay and great visuals. And it's just, oh man, Ori, both games, the Will of the Wills and Blind Forest, definitely hands down my two favorite games on this current Xbox generation. And I would like to see PlayStation come to have an answer for that, because I can't think of a game that really resembled or came across like that on PlayStation. And I would like to see games like Towerfall. If you guys never played Towerfall, it was very early on in PlayStation 4 life. And it's sweet. It's a local multiplayer. So you definitely want to have friends and stuff. And now with the internet and stuff being a lot stronger than 7 years ago, I would like to see some kind of Towerfall that is multiplayer online, because I definitely think it could hold up. But I want to see stuff like that. I felt that, you know, we got a lot of like AAA and like really fancy and over the top looking games and big games, but I like small stuff, man. You know, just a game that I can knock out in like 3 days or something. But you know, it's just the beginning. Pretty sure there's a lot more to come. But I think this was a great event. We got a lot of information we need. Wish we saw a little bit on Godfall, because I believe that is a launch title unless it's gotten pushed back. And definitely looking forward to that game. Another reason I do want to get a PS5 is for Godfall. And they showed like a little bit in that montage near the end, and they showed a good amount of games at the end of that montage that I was like, man, I pretty sure I've seen that before. I couldn't put my finger on the names. So definitely looking forward to PS5. And this has definitely made me want it a lot more. So if you guys have any comments, leave the comments. But I am going to be coming out with more PlayStation, Xbox, and just more general video game stuff. This is my first non-Marvel Strike Force video since I've been dedicated to my channel. So you can look forward to a little bit more. Don't forget to subscribe. Yes, I mostly do Marvel Strike Force videos, but I am about to branch out, as I do have my gaming PC up and running now. So I am about to start venturing off into streaming, and I should start streaming in the next few weeks, because I just got to get used to my new work schedule, and then I can come up with a stream schedule. So I will be coming to you guys with other content outside of Marvel Strike Force. But I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook, and definitely click below and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope I was informative. And have yourself a good Wednesday.